Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Television, Sky 847. And today we have Sardar Jatinder Singh Uppal, who has come all the way from Australia. To start the program, I just want to tell you briefly about our guest today. Sardar Jatinder Singh Ji Uppal Ji, he is one of the most successful businessmen in Southeast Asia. However, being a rich and successful in his business, in his field, normally what happens when you are rich, you try to enjoy yourself, immerse yourself with all the luxuries of life. However, he has a dream. His dream is save our Sikhs. So, to start the program, I just want to ask you, tell you a little bit about what the Sikhs, Save Our Sikhs is. Basically, Mr. Uppal, he wants to help and educate about 250,000 kids, primarily in Panjab and also in other parts of the country. He has a big dream, and 250,000 is a very big number. So I'm going to ask Bhai Sahib Ji, first of all, welcome to our channel here.
Thank you.
250,000 kids. It's a huge number.
It is a very big number, and it's also a very sad number.
It's a sad number. Yes, we're going to talk about why it's sad.
Yeah, people pick a figure out 250,000 Sikhs. But before we start talking any further,
sure.
Today we are going to talk about the Guru's work.
Right.
So whenever we talk about the Guru's work, we should thank him.
Absolutely.
And then start our discussion.
Absolutely.
So I would request that for a few seconds we do the Mool Mantar, and then I'll answer the question after that.
Absolutely.
So if you join me.
Of course.
And the Sangha joins me.
Of course.
Ek Omkar Satnam Karta Purakh Nirpau Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Sapam Gur Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach Happy Sach Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Waheguru Ji
Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you very much for such a lovely start. I've done so many interviews, but none of my guests proposed this one, so I'm really glad that.
Well, all power comes from him.
Yeah, absolutely. All power comes from
every
him.
Breath that we breathe comes from him.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in the next second, only he knows, because his destiny written by him.
Absolutely.
We are always in his control, in his power.
Yeah.
Everything that we do today is by his direction.
Sure.
We'll come back to the 250,000 number.
Yes, we will come back to the 250,000 number. But before we continue, I want to just tell you one more thing. I'm sure the viewers would love to know. Bhai Sahib Ji is the father of Manika Kaur, and especially our Sangat TV viewers would know who Manika Kaur Kandhari is. She is the one who's been singing the beautiful Shabad and with the beautiful animation. It's been playing on Sangat TV. It's the most wanted clip on our TV channel. We got such a huge following and such a huge interest shown by. I mean, I've seen in my own family, you know, my niece and nephews. They say, they ask me how this Shabad is made, how they can make that kind of video, and so that kind of kick they get, inspiration that video has drawn. So I'm sure at the end of this program, we'll see if we have time, we'll try to play a clip of Manika Kaur as well. So that's something I just don't want to mention before I forget that.
Guru Ramdas
Rakho Sarnai Ji. Yeah. So Bhai Sahib Ji, tell us how your life started. Were you were raised up in Thailand, I understand that? Is it right?
No, I was born in Singapore.
You were born in Singapore, okay.
At the age of 21, I went to Australia.
Okay.
And I started working in a
government, is it?
No, in a butcher shop.
Okay.
Delivering chickens.
Right.
To different butchers in Adelaide. And I did that for a year.
Right.
Then we started a small shop, and I used to have a shop and also do the delivery, 2 jobs. Then I started to do the weekend markets, so I had 3 jobs.
Right. So you were very ambitious from
Not
the very
ambitious,
young
I
age.
don't think it was ambition.
Hard work.
When you want to get somewhere, you have to struggle.
Absolutely.
And if you don't struggle, you get nowhere. You know, life has to teach you, destiny has to teach you and take you along. But if you don't have the power to struggle, you get left behind.
Absolutely.
So God Waheguru gave the power to me to struggle, bal ditta.
Hanji.
So I struggled for many, many years.
Right.
Took me around 10 years of struggle before I came to a platform where I would say I was successful.
Yeah.
And without a long struggle, you don't make it. Some people think, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I should have made it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen. Plus, if you struggle without direction,
Yeah.
you will never make it either. Like in Japji Sahib,
Ji.
there's in the second pori, Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, Sada boaiye. That means you are lost. God hasn't pointed a direction to you. So you'll never get to your goal. And why that happens is because if you don't attach yourself to the Supreme Being, in your struggle, you will never get there. You need both sides. You need your struggle and you need direction that from Him. And you have to appeal to Him. Show me the direction. I don't want to be lost all my life. So after 10 years of struggle, I came to a platform. And when I reached the platform, ideas like this started to pop in my head.
Yeah, but these ideas like this, you said, when I was talking to you early on, you said that this Save Our Sikhs project came, you started in 2004, is that correct?
Well, before the Save Our Sikhs project, the Sikhs Helping Sikhs project came to mind, which in 1990, the thought started to enter in my brain in 1991.
Right.
Whenever I used to go to Babaji room to do ardas, a thought used to come to my mind, ask for something. So, next day I would go ask for something. I said, no, this second day is coming. Third day, ask for something. Fourth day, ask for something. In my ardas, thought came, ask for something. So I thought maybe Guruji wants to give me something.
Sure.
That's why the thought keeps on coming into my mind. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8 days, ask for something. So I said, okay, if God wants to give me something, let me ask for something.
Okay.
Could have asked for anything. So I started to think, what should I ask for? If the Almighty wants to give something, let me think, what should I ask for?
Absolutely.
It's not a short thought.
No.
And it's
quite a responsibility, I must say that.
Correct. So I started to think, ask. But after 2-3 weeks while doing my ardas, it was simultaneously, the mang came, the asking came. And it was like the ask that came was, God, show me the way that with one action, I can change the lives of millions of poor people. That's what the ardas was. So I started to do the ardas for every day. I said, if that's what God wants me to ask Him, let me ask Him every day. So for many, many years I kept doing the ardas. Show me the way, show me the way, show me the way. After a few years, the picture started to form and still didn't make sense. With one action to change the lives of millions of people. Then when we were in Harmandir Sahib in 1999, after Asadiwar, we got on a rickshaw. It's written in the book, everything. And as my rickshaw driver was Sardar Ji. Koi tarah di bed bhi he hadn't done. So as he was riding us to the hotel, I asked him, I said, Sardar Ji, does this rickshaw belong to you? He said, no. I said, what does a new one cost? He said, 3,000 rupees.
3,000 rupees?
3,000 rupees. Only. And I said, you rent it? He said, yes. I said, what do you pay?
Per day.
Per day. He said 10 rupees. So, I was saying, here is a Singh. We are all Singhs.
Sabat Surat Singh.
Yeah, but we are all sons of the one father, Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
Absolutely.
I am as attached to the rickshaw driver as I would be to my brother. Because he's a Singh. If you look at the hukum of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, we are all brothers.
Bilkul ji.
Yeah. So I thought to myself, I'm going to buy him a new rickshaw.
Okay.
3,000 rupees, a cheap deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then I started to think, I said, you know, how many Singhs would be there, rickshaw drivers in Amritsar and other cities. And when we got off in Amritsar by train, there were many Singh coolies taking my bags out, and I was feeling embarrassed, you know. And, you know, the mind started to go wild, and I said, wow, you know, how do I do this?
How to help these poor people?
How to help the poor Sikhs?
Yeah.
You know, how do I do this? So he dropped me off at the hotel. I got down, you know, and that thought always stuck in my mind. That how do I change the rickshaw driver's life?
Yeah.
How do I change the coolie's life?
Yeah.
You know, I said Guru Gobind Singh Ji wanted all of us to be kings.
Absolutely.
This is our crown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, for years it kept playing on my mind and so on. And then I finally, in 2002, I wrote this book.
Okay.
Sikhs Helping Sikhs. Whatever had transpired in my thoughts during that 12, 13 years, I put it down.
Right.
Yeah. And we've published about 500,000 of these books and sent them worldwide to tell people that we are our own enemy. You know, many people say, I've given the wrong title to the book. It should be SKS, not SHS.
Sikhs.
Helping Sikhs is SHS.
Okay.
SKS means Sikhs killing Sikhs. And if you actually look at it in today's environment, you would tend to agree with some of those statements.
Yeah, I think I understand your point. I mean, normally when we talk about the Sikhi, we say Sarbadda Pala. Yeah, we want to help. The concept of Sikhi is to help all the children of God, no matter if you're Sikh or whatever, or of non-Sikh. But I can understand your point that these days we try to not kill in a literally killing them, but we want to show them down. That's what happens these days. At some places, not all.
The famous word in Punjabi is latta khichni.
Latta khichni, haan ji, haan.
Somebody wants to get up the ladder, there's other Sikhs pulling him down, so he doesn't get in the ladder. And in the last few days, I had a discussion with a few groups here.
Right, in the UK.
Yeah, and one of the questions I put forward, I said, why is there only one Lord in the House of Lords? One Sikh Lord.
Yeah.
I said, what's wrong with the Sikhs of England?
Yeah.
Why one Lord? There's 24 Muslim lords, but one Sikh Lord. I said, can't you make more? But where there's no unity, there's no togetherness, there's no compassion, there's no compassion for one another, there's no sense, I want to help the other Sikh, I want to help him out. How will our community progress and come into positions of importance?
So you want to help
this book basically
to lift people out of poverty?
No, this book actually tells them to help one another.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a message. I printed it. I came to me.
Yeah.
And I'm giving it out in the world.
Right.
Everyone to read it. That we must become a family.
Yeah.
Don't become an enemy.
Yeah.
Don't become a broken family. Let's put our differences aside and become a family. I want to give you an example.
Sure.
One of the very big sevadars in Delhi was Baba Harbans Singh in Bangla Sahib. He practically at one time did seva for 100 gurdwaras. What you see today in Bangla Sahib, Seeskan Sahib, Moti Bagh, other gurdwaras is his doing.
Right.
I was sitting in Bangla Sahib on a Sunday and somebody came to the mic and asked the Sangha to do donation. And he said, Baba Harbans Singh wants to do seva. Sangat nihal ho. And what I saw happen, that was even shocked me. Somebody opened a sack like that. And some Sangat came and took their gold chains and were putting in, emptying their wallets. In front of my eyes, I was watching it. I said, this guy is so powerful. They only mentioned his name and the whole set got full in a few minutes. And so after that, I went looking for him. I wanted to meet this person, Baba Harban Singh. And when I met him, you know, I spoke to him and so on. Sons are normally people of very few words. I spoke to him and so on, came, you know, told him I'm from Australia, this, that, the other, you know. Asked him a few questions. But 2 years later, when I came back to Delhi, I went looking for him again. The reason why I went looking for it, when I came to Bangla Sahib to Matha Tek, I went to the first floor. There was a lady who had put a khand part a couple of days earlier, one day earlier. And she had come at night to sit in the khand part. And her party was talking to the next party. In the khand part. And this lady was in furious argument with Gyani Hem Singh. And I was standing there listening and, you know,
their conversation.
Then I couldn't understand because they were talking so fast. So I asked the Pai Sahib next door, I said, what happened? And he told me, this is what happened. And she's upset. Well, I felt myself upset.
Sure.
You know, I said, how can Bed be like this happen? So I went down, I said, where Baba Harban Singh? And they said, oh, he's in his room in the back. So I went round the Sarovar to the back area and looking for Baba Harban Singh. And I knocked the door and it was not shut, so I just opened it. And it was a tiny room with one bed inside. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So that's how he used to live. So I came, the Sevadar sitting outside, I went to ask, I said, why Babaji? He said he's just a couple of hours earlier gone to Rakabganj side. So I told my son and my friend there, I said, let's go there. So we rode to Rakabganj side and drove in.
Nearby.
Nearby, only a couple of minutes. And Baba Harban Singh was there. There was construction going on and so on. He was with a crowd of 50 people. So we parked the car, he saw us driving in and I got down, went and Matha Tek and said, Baba, Sat Sri Akal, तुझे पहचानिया? कहते नहीं, मैं कहता ऑस्ट्रेलिया तो आया, पहली बारी तो नहीं मिलिया सी, कहते हाँ जी दसो, मैं कहता तो देनाल विचार सांझे करने सी, so कहते अच्छा एक मिनट ठहरो, so he turned around and the 50 people that were with him, he sent them away. I was shocked. I said, Baba जी तुम खत्म कर लो, मैं ठहर दा, कहते नहीं 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 आ जाओ, so he, you know, he said आ जाओ, follow me, so he took me to this tin shed next to the construction site, into it, and then I sat down, my son sat down, my friend sat down, and he asked for tea. So he ordered tea, and he said, "Dasso, bete." मैं क्या बाबा जी, मैं एक गल तो नहीं पूछना चाहता, कहते पूछो, मैं क्या अंदर आग लगी हुई है, I'm very very upset, कहते क्यों, मैं क्या हुने मैं बंगला साहब तो होके आया, ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਜਨਾਨੀ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਹੇਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਦੀ ਪਈ ਸੀ ਰਾਤੀ ਉਹ ਆਏ ਉਹਦੇ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਪਏ ਸੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਅੱਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਟੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਪੁੱਛੋ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਹਨੇਰੇ ਕਮਰੇ 'ਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੋਮਬੱਤੀ ਜਗਾ ਦਿਓ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ मैं क्या अंधेरा मिट जाता है चानन हो जाता है कहते पर एक जगह अंधेरा रह जाता है कहते फिर सोच मैं फिर अखा मीटिया सोचे लग पिया कित्थे कमरे कित्थे नींदा होएगा फिर थोड़े सैकेंड बाद मैं फिर खोलिया मैं क्या बाबा जी मैनू नहीं दिसदा कहते एक होर वारी ट्राई कर मैं फिर ट्राई किया फिर मैं सोच गया मैनू अंधेरा नहीं दसिया मैं फिर क्या मैं क्या बाबा जी मैनू नहीं दसदा कित्थे पिया अंधेरा मैनू सिर्फ चानन दसदा कहते मोमबत्ती दे हेठ थले अंधेरा मैं क्या हाँ जी मोमबत्ती कहते बेटे अंधेरे नू ना देख चानन नू देख
So look positively, basically his message was.
Look positively. Don't look at the darkness. Look at the light. Which actually meant that in every situation, in every room,
Yeah.
in any part of life,
Yeah.
there'll always be darkness,
Mm.
but there'll be light.
Mm.
He basically was telling me, look at the light, don't look at the darkness. Yes, this happened in Bangla Sahib. It's a fact.
You
But
can't ignore it.
don't let it rule your life.
Yeah.
Look at the light. Don't look at the darkness. It was such words of wisdom
Sure.
that completely blasted me. I must have grappled with his words of wisdom for years,
Yeah.
because in many walks of life we could apply it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I said, he's 100% right. I'm never going to look at the darkness. I will always look at the light.
positive.
Yeah, because there will be darkness everywhere.
Yes.
Why,
Focus your energy.
yeah, why put somebody down for his weakness when the weakness has been put into him by God? If you got some weakness, it's been put there by God. It's not your own putting. And when you read the Japji Sahib, it's actually written there.
Right.
Nanak Uttam Neech na koi. It's written there. Guru Nanak Dev Ji actually writes it in Bani that Nanak Uttam Neech na koi. You might be neech, but it's not by your doing. So, also in the Ardas we say Dekh ke andit kita,
Bilkul.
which means that we see,
Ignore
but we are forgiving.
Yeah.
We need to forgive. Dekh ke andit kita. So, we have the teachings of the Gurus in front of us, but we do not
apply those teachings.
apply in our life, and
Right,
so
yeah.
on.
So that changed you
Yeah.
quite a lot.
That saying changed a lot, and like we need to have both wealth, health, and divinity in our life to go forward, to make things happen, and so on. And Sikhs Helping Sikhs, I wrote,
Right.
and after that,
Yeah.
in 2004, gave birth to Save Our Sikhs.
Save Our Sikhs. So Save Our Sikhs. This is as I said early on, it's a huge project. The dream you have to educate 250,000 kids across Punjab. Tell us, you started, the concept came to you in 2004. At which stage it is at present, and where you want to take it further?
Whenever I meet anybody from Punjab today,
Yeah.
even today I meet a lot of people from Punjab,
Yeah.
I ask them one thing after I tell them about this project.
Yeah.
I said, Praji, please tell me that this is a lie.
Right.
I want you to tell me that this is a lie. This is a bad dream. There is not 250,000 kids to save in Punjab. I said, Praji, please, I beg of you, tell me it's a lie. And everybody from Punjab tells me no.
No, the truth.
It is the truth. And he tells me further that I am underestimating the amount of children that need to be saved. Every day I want to wake up from this bad dream. It's a nightmare.
But the dream is still there.
And I came across this, maybe God wanted to show me that, yes, this is a reality here. By accident I came across this project. And there was a school on the main road of Taran Sahib.
Yeah.
There was a Christian school, and the husband and wife, the whole family wanted to become Christians. But the wife told the husband, no, I'm not going to become a Christian, I'm a Sikh. So they had a fight, they split, and they cut the land into half. The husband ran the Christian schools, the wife moved next door. And she started running all across, asking for help, that all the Sikhs will become Christians. So an organization in Amritsar said, I will help you. So they came and opened a school next to the Christian school and tried to pull the kids out of the Christian school to the Sikh school. So when the time I went to see the school, in the middle was a fence. Here was the Christian school, here was the Sikh school. The Sikh school had 208 kids.
Right.
The Christian school had 350 kids. I watched for many minutes across the fence, because the fence was only this high.
Yeah.
And in the Christian school, they were all Sikh children, all Sabat Surat. Nobody had done Vedvi. In this Sikh school, there was the same situation. So I asked him, I thought you were pulling the kids across.
Yeah.
But he said the volume of kids is so many that even when we pulled across, they got full. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
You know. So I said, what do you need? He said, these are very poor family kids, you need to help.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So I adopted the school.
Okay.
The 208 kids.
In Taran Taran Sahib.
In Taran Taran Sahib on the main road. It's still there,
Right.
the school. And after a while, I had to drop away from the school because I found out that something in the accounting was not right.
Okay.
They were taking the sponsorship of the school, full value from me, but they were collecting from others also. So I got hurt.
Sure.
And I said, no, leave this now. But in the following 3-4 months, my mind wouldn't rest. I started to think, I went and saw 208 kids and 350 kids. How many more would there be in Punjab? So I started to dig, did a lot of statistics. And as I was building up my figure, it went to 2 million.
2 million kids.
2 million kids. There's 12,783 villages
In Punjab.
in Punjab.
Right.
If you just take 30 kids from each village, it comes to 250. But there's much more than 30 kids in a village that's below the poverty line. You know, to get to 2 million is quite easy from there. So, but you know, the figure was too big. I said, no, it's beyond imagination, it's beyond comprehension. I want to stop at 250. So I stopped at 250 and you know, started to work out how I'm going to save 250 kids, 250,000 kids.
Is your goal is to give education to these 250,000 Sikhs about the general education, or you want to incorporate the teachings of Sikhism in it as well?
It's both.
Both.
Yeah. You see, if you educate a Sikh child and he doesn't know why he's a Sikh, he's not a Sikh anymore. When he gets to 16, 17, 18, he leaves Sikhism. If you don't tell them why they are Sikh, they will leave Sikhism.
Because I mean, in India, there are lots of the convent school, they call them, the Christian schools, convent school, and they focus quite a lot on the teachings of Christianity. So I've seen many kids, they know more about Christianity, but they know nothing about their own faith in India. And the parents want to send their kids there because they say education standard is very high, and that's the main reason, the thing. And of course, anybody can tell you the education system of the government-funded school in India is very, very poor. I mean, the kids have no future, I mean, as compared to the public schools.
Yeah, there's 18,000 government schools in Punjab alone. 18,000. They only charged, at that time, 20 rupees a month for education one. So education was practically free. But the whole system is totally broken down.
Absolutely.
In the schools, I'm sad to say, and it could be a reality in some and not in some. You know, like the principal is the father, the vice principal is the mother, all the teachers are the relatives. You know, in a structure like that, where's the teaching? So, and I was sitting next to Gyani Gurbachan Singh in Dubai last January. On the 19th January, they did the opening of the Gurdwara. Gyani ji was invited, Singh Sahib ji. And on that day, there was around 45,000 Sangat that came to Matha Tek. You can imagine the queue from the first floor down the stairs, through the road.
Absolutely.
Must have been half a kilometer long. And I was sitting right in front to the stage. And I turned around to Gyani ji and I said, Gyani ji, aaj dard bari hundi pai hai shati ch. Kehande kyun? Kyun dard hundi pai hai? Doctor nu bulaiye. Main keh nahi, wo ji dard nahi hai. Kehande fir ki hai? Main keh, Gyani ji, please piche dekho. So he looked behind, and 10 deep, the line was 10 deep, matha taking line. And he turned around, he said, badi peed hai. Main kya tonu nahi dasiya? Kehde nahi. Main kya ek Gurdwari dekho. He then turned around and looked again. And turned around after a few seconds, he said, बहुत ज़्यादा संगत है, full है. मैं क्या ज्ञानी जी पर तनु दिखाई नहीं देता. मैं क्या जिन्ने आज आए हुए ने 45,000 सिख. मैं क्या सारे लेबरर्स ने. 50 डिग्री टेम्परेचर ये कम कर दे मैंने बाहर. Dubai is very hot.
Yeah, the whole of the Middle East.
मैं क्या पर इन्होंने लेबरर्स किन्ने बनाया? Who made them laborers? मैं क्या कौम ने? We have to be blamed that we made them laborers. And why we made them laborers? ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੜਾਇਆ ਨਹੀਂ. Education ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ. These were the kids that were studying in the 18,000 government schools. Today, if you count how many Sikh laborers are in the Middle East, it will definitely be over 500,000.
No, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, definitely. Now, we don't want every generation of Sikhs to become laborers. We don't want that.
No.
Yeah. So, Gyani ji felt the pain. You know, I told him, I said, "Minnu nahi dard honi chahiye, tonu honi chahiye." He felt the pain. When he sat on stage to do katha, he did on this point.
Okay.
When he went back to Amritsar, he took out a matha that every Gurdwara in the world must take out 5% of their income and spend towards educating the Qaum. 5%. It's a matha, it's a hukamnama. But it's not well publicized, so many Gurdwaras don't know. They don't know. And if all the Gurdwaras in the world started taking 5% of their income, the 250,000 kids, even the 2 million kids would be saved. You understand? The power in unity is so great, but we need to apply it. Then you have to think, how do we unite ourselves?
Now you tell us what plans do you have to take this project further?
We have gone into partnership with Baru Sahib.
Right.
Baba Iqbal Singh agreed this year to adopt the project.
Okay.
On certain conditions put on me. So I accepted those conditions, then I put conditions back.
Okay.
They accepted those conditions, so the project moved forward.
Good.
The website has been prepared.
Okay.
It's going to be launched next week.
Right.
It took 6 months to make the website. On the website, we are putting initially 1,500 kids. Half of them will be in the age around 5 years old. Because Baba Iqbal Singh believes that if you want to create a Sikh, start him
from
young.
early.
Start him early. The others will be a bit older. And anybody in the world, a Sikh sitting in Mexico or Greenland, can go on the internet, type in deed a day, and the website will come up showing the kids. And then if he wants to adopt any kid, he can go and register himself, click the photo, see the history behind the child.
Okay.
What is the family income, what's the address, what's the phone number. And before adopting, he can even ring up and talk to the child.
All right.
And the family, why do you need help? He can ask many questions. And then he satisfies himself. He can say, okay. He clicks pay. He pays £300.
For example.
For 1 year.
Right.
And the child is his.
So.
And the child knows, the family knows that he is the adopter.
Right.
For education, he's adopted the child. The child might turn out, when he grows up, become a judge. He's got a future. He's got somebody who's going to give him a future.
Right.
And all these kids need a future.
So if anybody wants to adapt, they have to commit for 1 year, or is it longer? How does it? What are you proposing?
There's a dropout rate.
Okay.
Let's say out of the 1,500 kids, all get adopted.
Okay. I'm sure watching this program on TV, Sangat TV, our viewers would be interested in adopting these kids.
Yeah, but there's always a dropout rate because, and a drop-in rate even. Fortunes go up and down of people. But I can guarantee you that whoever takes this step and adopts a child is called Vidyadan.
Vidyadan.
It is one of the greatest dans written by Guruji, Vidyadan. Like, if let me give you in perspective in wealth. If you take 7 temples of gold, you've seen temples.
Yes.
If you take, and if they were all made totally in gold, if you take 7 temples of gold and you put a value on those temples, you say, okay, I value these 7 temples at $1 billion each. So there's $7 billion. And you sell them. You are now worth $7 billion. You get that much meva if you educate one child. It's like getting $7 billion. Jaise sat mandir, kanchar ke usar line. Bhai Gurdas ji says that. And if you believe him, then this is true. But you don't get cash, but you get the equivalent of divine profit.
Absolutely.
So whoever takes this step, he is going to get something beyond his imagination. So to make this a success, we need 250,000 families worldwide.
250,000 Sikh families
to adopt one child.
One child.
It is the duty of the Panth to save the Panth. And if every Sikh family says yes, I will do it, this will become a reality. Baru Sahib only has a capacity to educate 30, 40, 50,000 kids because they had 130 schools at the moment. To get to 250, we say we want you to educate all 250,000, they will have to go to 500 schools. Otherwise they can't do it. Now Baru Sahib already has a debt of 110 crore. Their balance sheet is available to anyone. So they are stuck in the mud. They can't build more schools. They've run out of funding. Plus Babaji is doing Guru Di Kashi project.
This is also a very huge project.
This is 600 crore project which is a university for and so on. So the other option is to go get to the other 200,000 kids. We need to set up an office in India somewhere that will coordinate with the 4,000 other private schools to put the kids from the public schools into the private schools.
And then you pay them.
And then we coordinate all the payments through a charity organization that can receive money from overseas and then send to the schools. It's quite a very difficult task.
But those schools are perhaps not those schools, they don't have Sikh studies in them, is it?
In our brains,
that's what you want to
we'll
achieve.
make sure that they have
to do
because there's another organization in Chandigarh called Satnam Kalyan Trust that provide free divinity teachers to any school. They pay for the teachers. They provide free divinity teachers.
What about the curriculum? Who do they?
They give
the
books, everything they give free to the school, to the kids. And their methodology is very good. Their control system is very good. There's only 2 organizations that are actually doing work in Punjab that's worth saluting. One is Multiversity and one is Satnam Trust. I've only found 2. I've been looking for 20 years that are doing work correctly. But nobody is doing education work. So let me give you why the Panth needs to stand to save this.
Sure.
In the 1400s, there was a big war. In the Middle East, there was a scream, Bachao, Bachao. It was the scream of the Christians that were living in Jerusalem.
The crusade.
Bachao, Bachao. That's when King Richard with his army went down. The Christians came together and a war started which lasted 14 years, which was called the Crusades. And Christianity was at war with Islam.
Mm.
Because all the Christians came together, they won the war. Today there's a scream from Panjab, Bachao, Bachao. It is the scream of our kids. And if the Panth doesn't get up to save these kids,
We're going to lose the war.
we will lose this battle
Yeah.
and the war with it. Because the battle is 250,000 kids.
Yeah.
The war is 2 million kids.
Well, if we win the battle, I'm sure we can win the war. But it's only can be achieved and done with the help of the Sangat. 250,000 families across the world, the 250,000 Sikh families. If you and people like myself want to take this project further, if you want to do something for our Qawm, we all do. We all spend a lot of money to educate our kids. We send them to universities, we pay them. We do everything for our kids. But these are also our kids. The people from the desperate, poor families, the destitute families living in Punjab and other parts of India. Sikh Leaguer, I read the Sikh Leaguer kids as well.
Sikh Leaguer also we have a project.
We have there's a project.
In Punjab, there are some Sikh Leaguers kids. They are very, very poor families. Poor beyond, if you go and visit a Sikh Leaguer house, I can guarantee you, you'll come out crying.
No.
I'll guarantee you. But it's not, I'm saying one house. There's thousands of them.
Bilkul.
Thousands of them.
Bilkul.
Yeah. They are what we say the forgotten Sikhs.
Yeah, they are forgotten Sikhs.
And we as Sikhs do not remember them. But if they weren't there, we would have lost every war that the Gurus have fought. They were the weapon makers at that time.
Bilkul ji.
And they want to be helped.
Yeah, and it's our duty. It's our duty to help our fellow Sikhs, especially the kids who are our future. If you want to save Sikhi. So I'm very much thankful for Bhai Sabji for coming to our show and talking to us about primarily about Save Our Sikhs project. I can't wait for your website to be up and running, and
Baru website.
And in coming weeks and coming months, we're gonna show you the progress of what's been going on behind the scenes on this project Save Our Sikhs. But also we're gonna update you how, if their kids been adopted, and how you can get involved to adopt these kids in Punjab and other parts of India, and how you can contribute.
It's very simple once the website is
Up and running.
Yeah, anybody can adopt. I have families in Australia that are ready to adopt 50 kids. One family in Melbourne
Fantastic.
came to see me on a Sunday, and when they left, they said, 50 kids.
We're going to do it.
He said, we are not joking.
Yeah.
We're not talking in hot in air. We will take 50 kids.
50 kids. Yeah.
So there's many families waiting for the website to be ready
Up and running.
and be part of this crusade.
Yeah.
The war was called the Crusades.
Crusade, yeah.
This is a crusade.
Yeah.
Because when you go to save a Panth,
Yeah.
it's called a crusade. This is a crusade. We cannot afford to lose this crusade. But let's talk about a dream that came true.
Yeah.
Let's say the Qawm did stand up,
Yeah.
and we were successful in saving this 250,000 kids.
Well, I'm pretty confident it will happen. But only it happen if the Sangat can contribute.
But these kids, when they grow up,
Yeah.
these 250,000 kids, Sikhism will have a rebirth.
Yeah.
It will be born again. Because 250,000 kids is a piri, it's a step in our Panth. And it will have a rebirth. Because out of compassion breeds compassion. These kids will know that we've been helped out of compassion by the Qawm, by the Sikh Panth. They will then do their job to help further. So it starts the cycle of saving and growth and everything else that follows with it.
Brilliant. Pastor, thank you very much for coming to our show. talking to us. It was really lovely to talk to you, and I've learned myself quite a few talking to you here, and I'm pretty confident in coming future we're going to give update on Save Our Sikhs project on our TV channel, and we'd be lovely to have you back to give us progress on this project and other projects you've been doing for the Panth. Thank you very much. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
हम अवगुण परे एक गुण नाही अमृत छार बिखे बिख खाई माया परम पे भूली सुत द्वारा स्यो प्रीत लगाई गुरु रामदास गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई एक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत त्रास मिटाई एक अरदास बाट कीरत की गुरु